A second aircraft emerges from the sandstorm. The mission was a lure, and the trap has just been sprung. Suited up, Raider 1 walks toward his machine, a silent partner in the impossible task ahead. Raider 1 pulls up hard, his mission now in the hands of the smart ordnance he just released. The ordnance is away. A single millimeter of error could unleash a second, far greater calamity upon the land below. In the hangar, technicians begin their work, carefully cleaning the sand from the machine's vital organs. To understand how events escalated to this breaking point, we must go back 24 hours. In the quiet halls of command, it began as just another day, monitoring a world holding its breath. But for a commander, the quietest moments are often the most unsettling, a prelude to the storm.
To others, it's a reason to turn back. To us, it's a curtain.
The adversary's pilot studies his map, seeing the coming storm not as a threat, but as a weapon. Back at command, the first ripple appears. A blip on the screen, a convoy on the move where none should be. The commander's instincts flare. Every routine movement is scrutinized, for deception is the first move in any game. The analysis is confirmed. The convoy isn't just carrying supplies, it's transporting a high-value strategic asset. Then a second variable enters the equation. A force of nature, a massive sandstorm, is brewing directly in their path.
Understood, Captain. Trying to hear through the roar of this disaster.
An analyst projects their likely path, a single line on a digital map leading to a chilling conclusion.
All stations, report to highest readiness status.
A simulation reveals the devastating outcome if the dam is compromised, a massive, uncontrolled release of water. The decision is made. This strategic maneuver cannot be allowed to succeed. The alert sounds. For one pilot, a day of routine readiness is about to become a trial by fire and sand. Raider 1 rises. He knows the call means the stakes are at their absolute highest. In the briefing room, the mission is laid bare. Fly into a natural disaster to prevent a man-made one.
Location?
The pilot studies the data. He's not just fighting an adversary, he's fighting the very air he's flying through. The commander's trust is absolute. He knows this is a mission where the pilot's skill matters more than any technology.
Acoustic sensor network. They've deployed it deeper than we thought. Stop engines.
Suited up, Raider 1 walks toward his machine, a silent partner in the impossible task ahead. This is the moment of quiet focus, the mental calm before a pilot willingly flies into chaos.
We've lost 20 minutes. Increase speed.
On the tarmac, the F-35 is an image of latent power, its sleek lines belying the storm it's about to enter.
Getting past the outer perimeter was just the beginning. The real challenge still lies ahead.
The aircraft ascends, a silver dart climbing towards a bruised and darkening sky. On the command center map, a single green icon begins its lonely journey toward the vast red zone of the storm. From the cockpit, the sandstorm looks like a solid wall stretching across the horizon, a monster of nature's making.
Port 5 degrees. Navigating past the object on the right.
The F-35 patrols the storm's edge, like a predator circling, looking for the perfect moment to dive in. He's now cut off from the world, relying solely on his instruments and his nerve. Command loses visual contact. From this point on, they can only watch the data and trust their pilot.
Registering propeller cavitation. A surface vessel. Closing in.
A patrol boat. They shouldn't be out here in this storm. Unless they're hunting for something.
He activates the platform's advanced sensor suite, attempting to create a picture where none exists. He patiently refines the sensor data, filtering out the noise of the sand, searching for his quarry. And then, a flicker, a faint heat signature, a ghost in the machine betrays the convoy's position. Raider 1 has his eyes. He confirms the convoy's location and their final approach to the critical location. The system locks on. The technology has pierced the veil of the natural disaster.
They're playing games. Launch decoy number 1. Right full rudder.
In the command center, the final seconds tick away. The point of no return is here.
Strong signal. It's there. Prepare to release countermeasures.
Emergency deep dive! To crush depth!
A second aircraft emerges from the sandstorm. The mission was a lure, and the trap has just been sprung.
Shockwave incoming! Brace for impact!
The entire submarine violently jolts from a massive impact.
An aerial engagement begins, a high-stakes dance where the environment itself is a third combatant. Raider 1 uses his platform's superior agility, turning the adversary's aggression into a tactical disadvantage. He dives into a canyon of swirling sand, using the terrain of the storm to vanish from his pursuer's view.
All stations, prepare to surface.
The pilot is hidden, but the clock is still ticking. He has to re-engage, and fast. On the ground, the opposing force begins the final sequence, raising their asset into launch position. Raider 1 bursts from his hiding place, approaching the target from a new, unpredictable angle. He reacquires the target, painting it with a laser only his own systems can see. The ordnance is released. A silent, guided messenger falling through the heart of the storm. Each millimeter is calculated. An error of a single degree would mean failure on a catastrophic scale. The adversary pilot spots him again and moves to intercept, a final, desperate attempt to protect his mission. But it's too late. The payload is just seconds from its destination. On the ground, they see it, a dark shape descending from the orange sky. The game is up. Raider 1 pulls up hard, his mission now in the hands of the smart ordnance he just released. A precise impact. The ground threat is neutralized without affecting the nearby critical structure. The concussive force of the impact below buffets the adversary's jet, a final punctuation to their failed ambush. In the command center, confirmation of a successful outcome fills the screen. A wave of relief washes over the room.
Sentry post is clear. All teams, proceed.
Raider 1 ascends, climbing out of the storm's grasp and back into the clear air above. He breaks through the cloud deck into the brilliant sunshine, a moment of profound peace after intense turmoil. The lone adversary, his objective gone, retreats back into the storm, his mission a failure. As the hours pass, the great storm dissipates, its power spent, revealing the quiet desert landscape once more. Sunlight glints off the calm surface of the reservoir behind the dam, its life-giving water secured. All that remains of the ground threat is a dark scar on the sand, a testament to the precise intervention. The F-35 glides gracefully through the sky, its long journey home finally beginning. Through his visor, we see the pilot's
Time
eyes,
is up.
exhausted but sharp, focused on the horizon. The familiar sight of his home base appears, a welcome sanctuary after the hostility of the storm. The pilot performs a customary flyby, a signal to all below that the mission is complete and the Eagle has returned.
We are at the rally point. I repeat, we are at the rally point. Where is our ride?
Copy, Ghost. The storm's turning. It's worse than we thought. Your extraction window is closing fast.
The F-35 taxis to its hangar, welcomed by the ground crew who made the mission possible. The engine spools down into silence. The mission and the noise of conflict is finally over.
Beacon acquired. I have them. Full speed, now.
The commander is there to meet him, not with a formal salute, but with a simple, knowing smile. A quiet joke is shared, the kind of gallows humor only those who have faced immense pressure can understand. The commander's hand on his shoulder says more than words ever could. Well done. Go rest. The pilot walks away, his silhouette framed by the setting sun. A lonely figure carrying an invisible weight. A close-up on the F-35 reveals its skin coated in a fine layer of sand, the only evidence of its journey through the storm. The camera shifts to a village downstream. Children play, their laughter filling the air.
Rogue wave. All hands, brace for impact. Dive! Dive! Dive!
The river flows peacefully past their homes, its course unchanged, its potential fury kept in check. In the hangar, technicians begin their work, carefully cleaning the sand from the machine's vital organs. They find a single mark on the wing, a quiet reminder that the pilot's return was not guaranteed. The sun finally sets over the vast desert, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple.
You and your men did a hell of a job. Welcome home.
The lone F-35 rests in its hangar, a silent guardian waiting for the next call. The moon rises, casting a pale light on the massive, silent dam, watching over the sleeping valley. Because sometimes, the greatest victory is not celebrated with parades, but is felt in the crisis that never happened.